Hey, g'day, how are we guys? My name's Brett. I'm a sport photographer from Sydney. I put this first little video together. A bit of I'm going to do this based on all my sports. I did a football game yesterday, so I'm going to show you all that very shortly. That'll be part of this video today. So depending on how good this one goes, whether I'll make up more for in the future. I do games most weekends, so I'm going to talk a bit about everything, the gear I use, normally how I shoot, where I shoot from, settings, everything down to editing, show the process of how I edit, but I'll do that over like coming weeks, different videos and whatnot. This one will basically show you the gear that I used today, or for yesterday's shoot I should say now. It is the league that I mainly shoot is NPL. It's a National Premier League here in Australia, or for New South Wales. But it's a really good league. We probably don't get the crowds, the crowds as big as we'd like at these games. I think some of these games deserve good crowds because they are very competitive and very good players in these teams. So, but anyway, let's go through everything. I'll show you what we did yesterday. I didn't get to film as much as I would have liked on the field because it was raining so much, which I'll explain in the video as we go along. But see how we go, and hopefully you enjoy it. I'm sure I'm going to make mistakes along the way. I'll fix those up in future videos. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it and see how it goes. All right, thanks guys. G'day guys, how are we? It's Brett here. I've just rocked up for a game kicking off in about 1 hour. I'm at Football New South Wales, which is like the head of football here, and I'm going to shoot NPL men's, which is National Premier League here in Australia. Now the two teams we've got is Sydney FC are up against a home against St George City FA. Now both these teams are quite good. St George City have just been promoted, so this is the first year they're in the men's NPL 1, or NPL I should say. And they've done quite well for themselves over the last few years. Now they've started off the season quite well. I think they're sitting in 7th, I believe, at the moment, and Sydney FC, they're in, I believe, 5th. Both very close on points. I think if Sydney FC win today, that could possibly put them in 3rd. We are up to like round 10 though, so you know, there's still, like, I think this season they've got like 32 rounds, so there's a long way to go. But anyway, you've seen this morning I packed the bag with all the cameras and gear that I use. I don't own a full frame. I would like a full frame. I know all the R series have come out and everyone's using them, and they are very good cameras. A little bit out of my price range at this point, so I guess so. Some of the gear I have, you may already have, or you might have something better. Who knows? Or not something. It's something not quite as good. So I'm shooting with a 7D Mark II and a 90D. Both cameras are very good for sport. They're both 10 frames per second, and I've certainly got some decent lenses to go along with that. So I got the
70-200 Canon Series 2 2.8, which I'll put on one of those bodies. Normally I will carry both cameras, but I'm not sure, depending on if this sky opens up. I'll probably just carry the one today with all the rain gear over top of it to cover me up. But the other lens, sorry, is a Sigma 120-300 2.8, and that's the sports model, so it's a little bit dearer. I think they come out in two different ones. It was just the 120-300 and then the 120-300 sport. So I've got the sport one. It's still very good lenses. The crop sensor, I have no problem with those cameras. I have used full frame, I've used the 1DXs, which I would like to have more of, but look, the 10 frames per second gets me what I need, and I'm not cropping a whole lot. I don't always try and shoot too far down the field unless need be, like unless there's a celebration, I'm not there, I'll do what I can, and you know, and then crop it again more later. But for the crop sensors, I'm not really, I don't think I lose too much quality at all. I think it's perfect for what I'm shooting most of the time. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff, so it's still going to be daylight or overcast. So it would be good light right throughout the game, a decent light. I will have to cover up, I think, today, because I don't think this sky is going to shift. But yeah, this will be the first video, so I'll shoot. If I can't do much out there today, I'll still do some edit later on and post up some photos. Look, I'll try and still film some footage, but I probably won't talk throughout the game, obviously because of the weather, and I don't want to sort of waste my time trying to get all my gear wet. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Go watch this good game. I think it's going to be a top one. Sydney FC are a very young squad, and they're very quick and good on the ball. And St George City have always showed they're a strong team throughout all comps, and they've certainly done it this year. I think they've only had 2 losses, I believe, and I think maybe a few draws, which has probably held them down, where Sydney FC, I don't think they've had a draw, but they've had the extra loss, but they still sit higher. Yeah, so this is going to be really good. They're literally neck to neck. They're like one spot above each other, really. There's one team in between them, but points, I think they're very, I thought I had it up, but no, I think they're very close, within like a point or two of each other. So I think every game right through to the end now, everyone's going to be pushing as hard as they can to get to those top spots, because there's no grand final, I believe, this year. We're just playing a 32 round, first past the post. Unless that changes, I'm not too sure. But until then, we'll get out there, get shooting, and we'll see what we come up with. All right, see you soon, guys. I'm out here. Both teams are warming up. Blue sky came out for a minute, and there's a very dark cloud coming back over. So I think I'm just gonna shoot one camera. You can see that black cloud in the background, the lowest one coming over top of the stadium there. She's heading this way. We've got Sydney FC at the far end warming up, St George City right here in front of me, and I think we're going to get wet.
Got it. It's alright. Alright. Camera gear. Ready to go. Got me vest. My pass. And I can kind of move around anywhere freely. I try not to stay anywhere near the technical areas for too long. I just like to go around there and get some coach shots. Sidelines, I just go up and down as I please, but obviously stay back a bit for the lineswomen. Don't want to get in their way, let them do their job, and just try and shoot at and hopefully all the action happens at the end you're at. Alright, here we go. Talk soon, bye. So I've got the raincoat on the camera. They're about to come out in a few minutes time over there. Game's about to kick off. There, Sydney FC. I don't know if you can see them there probably pretty well or not. Sydney FC, St George City. Should be a great game. Before this battery carks it, we've got half time here. It's been a really good contest. It's been raining, then sun, then overcast, then raining. We got St George City are up 1-0 in the first half. Sydney FC did get an early pen, but the young St George keeper, he picked the right way and saved a good bottom corner pen. So I think we're going to have a good second half. I've got some good shots in the rain. You can see everything's still got a bit of water on it. I'm in a big raincoat, but it's that friggin' hot. I'm starting to sweat inside it. Hope I can zip it. The sun's coming out now, but I don't. Like I said before, it'll change again. Some big nasty clouds coming over. Just over the top there. They're coming straight over this way, so they'll be here in the second half, no doubt. But just shooting with the one camera. The 7D Mark II with the 120-300. I got the Think Tank rain cover on it, which does a good job. You get to see through the plastic here. So you've probably seen one anyway, but just clips into the hot shoe there at the top. Slides straight in. You can see through the plastic quite easy, and it covers up, keeps the camera dry, which is what we're aiming for. But anyway, I'll snack some, whack some of these images up for the second half, and of the first half, sorry, especially the ones in the rain. I love those shots. I just hate shooting in the rain. Alrighty, I'll get back to you soon. Alright guys, we're all done here at Valentine Sport Park. Copped a fair bit of weather, rained, like I said at half time. Same for the second half, sun, overcast, rain. It was a good solid game in the end. It was Sydney FC came back. They were, I believe it was only 1-0 at half time when I was talking to you. St George got another one, make it 2-2, and then Sydney FC came back late in the game, make it a 2-2 draw, which made it interesting. So I look forward to seeing the edits on these ones. I just did a quick edit then, just send some off to Football New South Wales so they can do their match review and get it up on the Facebook chat, Facebook page, sorry. I'll get back and edit the rest now, and we'll have a look into those, and I'll post some up as I go and see what you think. Alright, and yeah, that's it. See you soon.